and Corey Macklin ready to go with another big day of USWA Championship press. Big news for PG-13.
Oh, absolutely. And big news coming up right here today, too. PG-13 winners of the wing titles. They are the wing champions. It is amazing. Let me tell you something even more amazing than that. This is the final day of the tour for the Japanese team, the Masters of the Orient. They've got one chance. We have a title match booked right here in this ring today. They've got one chance to win their titles back, or they're out of here, and PG-13 will reign as wing champion.
You got it. They're going to be catching that big bird out tomorrow, and they got one day right here, and that's to pick it up, and we've got it right here on this show, but that's not all.
We also have some highlights, some videotape highlights of the match between Jerry Lawler and Wildfire Tommy Rich for the world title. Also, we got folks like Brian Christopher, Tommy Rich, the Eliminators, Doug Basham, Bart Sawyer, Spellbinder, lots of them right here. But the championship match will kick it off in just a moment.
We're going to be to that championship match coming up right after we take time out for this.
Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage, home of 1 million parts. Call or come by 3100 Gill Road and see Dennis Hall's large inventory of both domestic and foreign parts. Bumper-to-bumper body parts used in rebuilt engines and transmissions. They also specialize in both new and used glass replacement for all makes and models of cars and trucks. For steering column and set repair, Dennis Hall's guaranteed the lowest prices in Memphis.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hall. For the best prices in town, come on down.
Mr. Lopez, Mr. Fresco, can we sign my ball? Hey, Hobby, can you hear me?
Now at Pizza Hut, get a medium barbecue pizza for just $9.99, and any second medium pizza for just $5 more. Only at Pizza Hut, where you'll find the favorite pizza of these Atlanta Braves.
Most things in this world aren't big enough to handle 7 feet 2 inches, 310 pounds. And I ordered the big breakfast.
How does that feel?
Oh, watch your head, Mr. O'Neill.
There is one notable exception. The Big Slam from Pepsi. 1 ice-cold liter of Pepsi big enough to handle the biggest thirst. Ain't life grand?
It seems like most folks just can't get enough chocolate. But now you can get plenty and new never enough chocolate ice cream from Quality Chips. As you can see, we pack a lot of chocolate flavor in every carton. And pick up a few gazillion gallons.
Quality Chips, our fresh taste makes us smile.
We are back on USWA Championship Wrestling with our opening bout here today. One fall to the remainder of our TV time. For the first time ever, it is the Wing International title match right here today on USWA Wrestling. First introducing the former champion, weighing in at 200 kilograms. Here is Araya and Okano, the Masters of the Orient. And their opponents, the Wing International Tag Team Champions. Making their way to the ring area now. A combined weight, 397 pounds. From the hood, it's PG-13. One fall to the remainder of our TV time for the first time ever. Wing International titles are at stake. Kevin Christian is referee, back to Lance Russell, Dave Brown. Okay, Corey, we're looking forward to this one in here because PG-13, I do believe this has got to be a major highlight of their career, Dave, to have come through and been able to pull off what has got to be an upset in order to win that Wings Tag Team title.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and they did it in an unusual fashion, in an unusual match in which there were 3 teams involved. The match went 30-40 minutes, and PG-13, there they are. They ended up winning the Wing Championship, and if they can hang on to it here today, you're right. I suspect that in coming months they're probably going to be looking for a tour of Japan, and that is usually a very lucrative tour when you make that Japanese swing.
You betcha. These two boys, PG-13, they absolutely have always had the confidence, but they've been building with the successes that they've had. What a winning streak they've had going since coming back to the USWA. And Okano put down on the mat. Araya bounced also by Wolfie D, and out of the ring go the Masters of the Orient. And PG-13, JC Ice, feeling good. Yeah, these guys are too much, I gotta tell you.
You know, the Japanese team, the Masters of the Orient, they don't look like they have the same fire they did the first time we saw them. They've got to be in shock. I mean, surely they didn't expect PG-13 to be able to take the titles from them.
You know, and this is certainly not to make excuses because they don't need any of that. Their record as a young team proves that they don't need that. But they got to be tired, too.
That's true.
When you come on a tour like this, it's... you hear the ball clubs, when they go out of town, they got a 9-game tour on it. Man, they are so glad to get back and get a little rest. So it's got to be telling on them. In that single leg. Up in the air it comes. Down goes JC Ice. Ooh. A little chicken wing spread right there.
And PG-13 suddenly in trouble. Big trouble.
Wolfie hollering to JC over there. Get to the corner. Let me help you. Let me help you. Araya takes him over and down. Comes in from behind with a reverse chinlock. He has him smothered almost into a chokehold. The referee not calling anything on it. These guys are not above choking. I got to tell you that, this young Japanese team. They do wrestle rough. Double-handed right to the side, David. Ooh. There's a cover. One. And that's all we got. JC Ice. Taking a shot with a broad arm. Masters of the Orient. Realizing, I believe, their last chance. They don't want to go home in embarrassment. Pound down. JC waiting now as Okano comes in the ring. Hey, goes to Wolfie D. Got to the corner. Didn't cut him off very well at all.
Look at Wolfie D going after both of them. Here's JC Ice in to help out. The double backdrop. JC heads for the corner. The cover by Wolfie D. The referee does not start the count. Look out from across the way.
Coming down, Masters of the Orient averted a pin, but look at JC in with a hubcap, Dave. Looks like it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he had it. PG-13. We can't tell you that that's the approved way, but I got to tell you, it's a winner.
And not only is it a winner, that's it for the Japanese team. They're out of here. They have no more chance on this tour to take the Wing title. PG-13, the Wing champion.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Look at it, America. That's right. America, not Japan. America. JC Ice and Wolfie D are many, many champions. Tell them, Wolf. That's right. Lance, look at it. Count them. We got 1. We got 2. PG's got it going on, don't they?
Hey, talking about having it going, you guys really do. Since you've been back to the USWA, it's nothing but WWW for wins.
That's right, Lance. The last time we were in here, PG kind of didn't do things the way we wanted to, not what we were capable of doing, if you understand what I'm saying. This time we're back in here. We got 2 titles.
Oh, man. Okay, guys. Wait. Whoa. They just finished the match.
First of all, you two scrawny little ruts couldn't beat the Eliminators in a fair fight. Because of the promotion has favoritism, you've been beating us with hubcap, salt in the eye. Today, hubcap. Have you ever done anything fair? The aftermath has left PG laying everywhere.
Yeah, well,
I think if you ask these people here, week after week, who's been victorious over these two guys?
They got the win.
I don't care about these rednecks here. I don't care about this redneck promotion. We're sick and tired of you cheating us out of our bouts. We should be champions. You're a disgrace. You shouldn't be champions of anything, maybe carrying bags.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do then, big boy. Put up or shut up. We'll get in and do it right here, right now again. Well, come on, we're done.
You guys just finished the match. Oh, and the Eliminators run up from behind, jump PG-13. JC Ice. Hey. Ooh. Dropping Wolfie D straight down. On the desk, in the air, JC picked up and slammed as the Eliminators, Kronos and Sadler. Oh, come on. Shattered that big wing trophy as Saturn comes over the desk after Wolfie D. Kronos pounding away with that trophy on JC. Will you guys get somebody out here and... Enough! Kronos hammering away on JC with that trophy. Wolfie D, here comes Bart Sawyer, Doug Basham, Kevin Christian. Boy, he hit him with that trophy in there about 4 times. And Wolfie, okay, we're going to take time out. We'll be back in just a moment.
The Happy Hocker is more than just a pawn shop. It's a pleasant surprise. Everyone knows that your valuables are worth more at the Happy Hocker. But did you know that they have a fabulous array of jewelry? Come in and browse at the Happy Hocker's wide selection of authentic and costume jewelry. Pearls and diamonds that are all priced well below wholesale. The Happy Hocker even has a gemologist on the premises to answer any of your questions. Now that's a pleasant surprise. The Happy Hocker, family owned for over 9 years. 975 East Parkway and 196 South Cooper.
At Ren America, it's summer savings time, and you could win a free trip to Puerto Vallarta. Look for this flyer in your mail and fill out the coupon inside, or come by your nearest Ren America location. While you're here, check out fine brand name products like Magnavox, Pioneer, Whirlpool, and Toshiba. Take them home for just $5 for your first week's rent. Also choose from a large selection of refrigerators and freezers, like this GE refrigerator, only $16.95 a week. So come to Ren America and let us send you on a vacation to Puerto Vallarta. Register to win at these Ren America locations.
Welcome to C&W Auto Sales and Salvage. We specialize in the lowest price and the best service on all glass and column repair. Motors, rotors, starters, radiators, front caps, all at the best price.
Hi, I'm Chris, Real Deal Kaufman.
I'm Jerry, Easy Money Miner.
Hi, I'm Wanda Cat, owner of C&W Auto Sales and Salvage, and I'll pay you cash for your old junk car.
We crossed the competition! No!
Gospel singing at its finest. That's the Carl Perkins Child Abuse Gospel Concert at Tamarack. Come hear the Ramblers from Memphis, Tennessee. W.C. Taylor, the circuit rider from Grenada, Mississippi. Herman Trueblood of Starkville, Mississippi. The Longs from Henderson. And a host of other great gospel singers from all over the Mid-South. All proceeds go to the Carl Perkins Child Abuse Center's Building Fund. Come be a part of this exciting event. All day, July 9th and 10th at Tamarack, 3 minutes from the entrance of Chickasaw State Park.
Well, we knew when you brought the Eliminators out here, it's just trouble in the making right there. They look for the opportunity. I got to say, but it doesn't surprise me because these kids are full of confidence and you just can't hold them back. JC opened his mouth and said, let's jump in the ring and we'll do it right now. Those are things that maybe you learn with a little maturity and age to it.
That's true. Of course, they never made it to the ring. They were jumped by the Eliminators. And the trophy is history. I mean, it was shattered here, but that doesn't mean that the
here and here and here, pieces everywhere. Just absolutely tore it up. Hey, we knew also that there was going to be a heck of a match when we heard Jerry Lawler and Tommy Wildfire Rich were going to be in a unified title match. And, brother, it turned out to be everything that we thought it was going to be.
Boy, it certainly did. And take a look at some of the highlights of that match as they occurred at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. Watch. Well, as you saw, Frank Morrell declared Jerry Lawler to be the winner and still the World Unified Champion. Tommy Rich thought he had it won, but it was not that way at all. Speaking of Tommy Rich, here he is.
I guess you and every one of these stinking rednecks out here seen what happened. I ought to be the Unified World Heavyweight Champion. I had Jerry the King Lawler beat 1, 2, 3. What does Frank Morrell do? It's the big conspiracy. Eddie Marlin, you, Lance, Randy Hales, every one of you did it together. I had Jerry the King Lawler beat. You are the champion. I am the champion. You know what it amounts to? Jerry the King Lawler, former world heavyweight champion myself. Jerry the King Lawler never had a haircut. I cut his hair. Who put him out of the wrestling business for 8 weeks? I did. Today, I want to challenge Jerry the King Lawler right now for the Unified World Heavyweight title right here on TV.
Jerry Lawler is not here today. We'll hear from him later on.
What do you mean he's not here right
now? He's not here today. He's not here.
Go tell our man. Go tell our man, hey.
You know, me and the camel started across the Sahara Desert. There wasn't no water in the sight. The camel died trying, but me, Rich Gilbert's going to be there to do it Monday night. You know what I'm saying? Because I got more love for fighting in fan camps. Ever dreamed of having porky beans, balling, squalling, climbing walls, old time Jubilee Brian. I still got my belt. You want a belt? You'll get a belt in the mouth, Tommy. I want to shake your hand because I know you are the Unified World Champion. Lawler is scared, Dave Brown. Do you realize that?
You know, for the last 150 years, all of these rednecks and Jerry the King Lawler has been at this TV every stinking Saturday morning. Where's Jerry the King Lawler at today? He's scared. He's a yellow, egg-sucking dog, and so is every one of these stinking rednecks.
You can call all the names you want, Jerry Lawler.
Brown, I'm talking right now. Don't you interrupt me. All I want is the Unified World Heavyweight title. Jerry the King Lawler, you're scared. You ain't got the guts because you know Wildfire be floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Jerry Lawler, he can't hurt me.
I saw whose hand was raised in the World Championship match that we had just a few minutes ago.
He got knocked down. He come down to help the referee. Yeah. Jerry Lawler jumped up and stuck his nose in my business. It's all coming to an end, Dave.
Well, we'll see. Hey, you got a match here right now, Tommy Rich, and your opponent.
You're fixing to see the first example right here. You stand over and smile, Lance Russell. I'll slap that smile off of your face this morning.
Hey, you got a match. You head onto the ring right here. We'll hold the belt over here, yeah.
Ryan can't take the belt, so you must be there it is.
Dream Machine dropping the belt over here on the desk for safekeeping. You know, this is a Tommy Rich match, and I sure don't like it when I see Doug Gilbert and Dream Machine around the ring as Tommy is set to go. Let's go to the ring and the introductions. Here's Corey Macklin.
Thank you, Dave. It is 1 fall, 10 minutes in time. Weighing in 205 pounds from Jackson, Tennessee, Tim Sadler. And his opponent at 238 pounds from Atlanta, GA, it is Tommy Wildfire Rich. 1 fall, 10 minutes in time. Back to Lance and Dave.
Okay, we're about ready to go with a match in here, and here's an example of the... Oh, Lance, what is the example? Example is last week the referee said they were going to call it the way the fans wanted it called. It happened, and Rich is in there griping about it.
Oh, he's not griping, Lance. What you're seeing right here, you bet good amateur wrestling move right there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I never said Rich couldn't wrestle. He can wrestle. Oh, quit it.
Do you see this, Lance Russell? What I'm looking at says USWA heavyweight champion. I believe that's the Dream Machine's belt, and after this week, I guarantee you that Tommy Rich will be the undisputed world unified champion, Lance Russell.
Well, you guarantee it. They have to get in there. That's why we have matches. We don't take anybody.
I'm home now, Lance, to Lexington, because me and Doug are just like brothers, and I moved to Lexington, Tennessee.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Well, let's get back to the action in the ring. Young Timmy Sadler is overmatched.
Stamps knocked out of him, if you ask me.
All right.
Dave Brown, you see Eddie Marlin's done put the #1 contender to Jerry Lawler in the ring with Tommy Rich there. He's going to test this, man. He said he's going to test Tommy Rich a little bit, but to me it don't look like a whole lot of a test, Lance Russell.
Down he goes with that big high backdrop, Davey. I think he's a little overmatched.
No doubt about it. Timmy Sadler is not the #1 contender. Timmy is a fine young man and young in the wrestling business, but he's not the #1 contender for the unified title. And you know, it really burns me to see that it's always 2 against 1. 3 against 1.
Perfect example. Got him outnumbered. You don't need it. He's already got all the experience and everything. Yeah, but you're out there kicking him. Don't say you weren't. We're not blind.
I still say, if you guys are so confident in Tommy Rich's wrestling ability, what are you doing out here? Why not just let him do it on his own?
You're talking about confidence. We have to rent a Lincoln Continental to carry our belts around. What do you mean confidence?
Oh, well, take it away and go clean it up. Tommy Rich, a big elbow, puts Timmy Sadler down on the deck.
You saw that patent that Tommy Rich elbowed him last night.
I saw it. He caught him hard. And now I also see him using the ropes in there. You know, that's how, Doug, you sitting here, everybody can see it. Look at that. That's ridiculous.
They talk about the officiating. Why don't the referee go ahead and just give the match to Tommy Rich? Because this guy right here, he's like a sack of potatoes.
I tell you what, he keeps putting his foot on his throat. The referee is going to just disqualify Tommy Rich, is what he's going to do.
Just exactly like I said last week, Lance Russell. You and Dave Brown are with Eddie Marlin and officials. Y'all are all against us. All Tommy Rich is doing is giving this boy a little rest. Get it to it, Tommy. Get it to it.
He's choking him. He's pulling his hair. Look at that.
Well, I tell you, if we're all against you, that'll be the first time you've been outnumbered, because you've had everybody outnumbered ever since you came around.
That's just exactly the way we're going to keep it. I don't know why you so high on Lawler for. I never called you banana nose.
I got to tell you. Mama said there'd be days like this.
Great days, huh, Lance Russell?
Yeah. Took him straight up and over.
This is how he beat Harley Race for the NWA World title right there.
He did do that. Nobody's ever denied it. Hammered him down with a big right hand. Timmy Sadler is 1, 2, history.
Well, it is history. Timmy Sadler gave it all he had, but he just never had a chance here today.
The party's over.
Oh, way to go, Dream Machine. Rub it in on the young guy here.
Timmy Sadler ends up surviving it, but just as Tommy Rich really went to it. Dave, we got more. We do. Good day. Be back in just a moment.
No little cinnamon gum freshens bread longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little longer, stay close a little longer, put your heads together longer, longer with Big Red. That Big Red freshness lasts right to it. Your fresh breath goes on and on while you chew it. Think about a little longer, make it last a little longer. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Hello, I'm looking for a tail light for an 81 T-Bird. You wouldn't know if you have one in stock.
Sure, when do you need it?
I was wondering if you had a bucket seat for a 1980 Capri?
Sure do. I can see it from here.
Could you help me find a fender for a 1981 Ford truck?
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Levy Auto Parts offers a complete line of motor parts, and Levy's continues its fantastic $10 special on a wide variety of used parts. Levy Auto Parts with 2 convenient locations, 1720 North Thomas and 1336 North 2nd.
Excuse me, when was the salad made?
What day is today?
At Wendy's, we think salads should be made fresh all day, every day. It's what makes Wendy's fresh salads the best in the business. Like our 99-cent Caesar side salad with freshly trimmed romaine, parmesan, bacon, and Caesar dressing. Just one of the salads we make fresh all day long on our 99-cent super value menu.
At Wendy's, you don't pay more, you just get more.
If you're pregnant, there are 2 things you need to do right away.
We're pregnant.
Call your doctor or clinic to set your first appointment, and call 1-800-55-BABIES to get your Happy Birthday Baby Book, filled with free and discount coupons that you can use now and after your baby is born. Call your doctor, then call for your free coupon book.
Miss Martin?
Call 1-800-55-BABYS today and get your Happy Birthday Baby Book. It's the best way to get ready for your new baby.
Dennis Hall's Auto Salvage, home of a million parts. Call or come by 3100 Gill Road and see Dennis Hall's large inventory of both domestic and foreign parts. Bumper-to-bumper body parts, used and rebuilt engines and transmissions. They also specialize in both new and used glass replacement for all makes and models of cars and trucks. For steering column and set repair, Dennis Hall's guarantees the lowest prices in Memphis.
Hi, I'm Dennis Hall. For the best prices in town, come on down.
It's WMC Wednesday this summer at Adventure River. Your favorite WMC stations are giving you the chance to make a splash this Wednesday for just $9.99. All you have to do is bring along a proof of purchase from Red Baron Frozen Pizzas, and you'll get a WMC Wednesday discount off the regular admission price. So join us for waves of water-packed fun at the hottest spot around when WMC TV5 and FM 100 hit the water. Wednesdays are even more fun at Adventure River. Red, White, and Boots, today at 11:30 on TV5.
Tommy Rich talking about a surprise before that battle till it's over with that took place at the Mid-South Coliseum of 4th of July in there, where the handcuffs were on one side of the ring, and if a team all got handcuffed, then it was all over. He had a surprise, all right, didn't he?
Boy, he sure did. And they continue to play the numbers game. They can't go 1 against 1, 2 against 2, 3 against 3. Always got to have a numbers advantage.
Well, you folks who were at the Coliseum on the 4th, you got a chance to see it. For those of you who weren't, we're going to share it with you. Take a look at some of these highlights coming up out of that 6-man.
Handcuffed, the Dream Machine handcuffed. Brian Christopher is now handcuffed. We got a bell back. Doug Gilbert is now handcuffed. So, it leaves it down to Jerry Lawler and Brian Christopher, or Jerry Lawler and Tommy Rich. Whoever gets handcuffed loses the match. Because we have Murdoch, Bart, Dream Machine, Doug Gilbert, and Brian Christopher all handcuffed. Jerry Lawler trying to handcuff Tommy Wildfire
chuckling away. Big surprise.
Big surprise.
Yeah,
He was big, too, wasn't he, Lance?
Gotta have him outnumbered, don't you, Tommy?
You know what I'm saying is, I offered this offer to Jerry the King Lawler. I know he's a yellow-bellied coward. He ain't got the guts to show up. You know, all before it's all over, you see them boys handcuffed to the turnbuckles, to the rope. We're going to have to carry them all out in pine boxes. And I want to start with Lawler today.
Well, he's not here, Tommy.
Oh, why? Because he's scared of Tommy Rich. No, I ain't hard of hearing. I know he's scared, Lance Russell.
He is not scared, and he's going to get you in the ring in there anytime he's around. You know that. This happens to be a day when he is not here. Maybe
yeah, because he's scared of me.
Yeah, you and your army. That's what everybody you got. You always got to have them outnumbered. You get Sid Vicious down there, a match
that's
to the
just a
end.
bald-faced lie, Lance Russell. Dream Machine come down to help me last week. The referee was knocked down. He come down to help out. Jerry the King Lawler got up and hit him.
Well, you want so much of Lawler. Let's take a listen to what he had to say. He knew you were going to be here. All right, let's look at the tape, and we'll find out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jim Ross. I want to say hello to all the great fans there in Memphis, Tennessee, especially my good pal Lance Russell here with Jerry the King Lawler. And King, Tommy Rich said he was going to have a big surprise for you. Indeed, he did. It was Sid Vicious. I understand this Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, you will be going one-on-one with Tommy Rich. I probably don't have to tell you this, but you better be looking over your shoulder. I got a feeling Sid Vicious could be somewhere lurking around the Coliseum.
Well, that's exactly what I'm expecting, Jim. You know, surprises are usually supposed to be pleasant. But you're right. Tommy Rich promised me a big surprise, and he delivered. Just as I had Tommy Rich exactly where I thought I wanted him, from behind, from out of the dressing room, appears Sid Vicious. And I'm sure I'm not the first one, and probably won't be the last one, but it was the first time I'd ever been on the receiving end of a guy that's almost 7 feet tall and weighs as much as he does, grabbing you by the throat, lifting you in the air, and then slamming the back of your head down against the mat. And I'm going to tell you right here, it knocked my lights out. But Tommy Rich, I just want to make this short and sweet. It's you and me again this Monday night. And this Monday night, the shoe's going to be on the other foot. Because I'm telling you right here and now, I got a big surprise for you. And Sid Vicious, I got a personal invitation for you, too. You come on back down to the Mid-South Coliseum, because this Monday, I'll be ready for you.
Folks, it's going to be a war this Monday night.
Okay, Jim. Hey, surprise. Whoa. Last week
I brought my surprise out.
Okay, we found out.
I want to know what his surprise is.
Well, I'll tell you about it.
It's a dead-gum conspiracy. You, Dave Brown, that dead-gum howdy doody. Corey, Eddie Marlin, that's the main one right there.
Hey, you're hollering.
What have you done now, Eddie Marlin? What's he talking about, a surprise?
Well, Tommy, you didn't tell him your surprise.
Yes, I did.
Well, we'll tell you his.
I want to know what it is.
Would you bring the surprise?
Bottom line is, Monday night, I'm going to win that unified heavyweight title.
Well, you're going to have a chance to win it. I'll go that far. Well,
what is it?
Look at here.
You fixing to pin some cows up or what, Eddie Marlin?
Well, I don't know whether you call it a cow or not, but let me tell you something. When you get in the ring with... wait a minute. When you get in the ring with Jerry Lawler, Bob Wire will be stretched all around that ring, about 4 strands. You cannot get out, or nobody can get in. So that'll end your surprises.
Wait a minute. That ain't a wrestling match. That ain't no surprise either. You know, you can get hurt real bad with that barbed wire. I've seen what it does to my cows. It cuts them all up every time they get it. I ain't been in no barbed wire match anymore. You can't make me.
You hear that?
Tommy, come here a minute. You don't have to be in this barbed wire match. You're right. But when you go back in the back, you change clothes, you pack your suitcase, and you head back to Georgia.
You can't make me leave.
Unless you go in that match, your history.
You see how pretty my face is, Eddie Marlin? And I've seen a bunch of them matches, and I know what that barbed wire do. And Jerry Lawler, he is a little nuts, you know. So I ain't going to do it.
If this be fine, you can either do it or you can leave the territory, and I don't care which one.
See there, Lance Russell. It's all a dead-gum conspiracy, just like I said from the get-go. Every time I come to this stinking town here, they put me in some kind of gimmick, so I leave. Well, Eddie Marlin, Jerry the King Lawler, I want that unified world heavyweight title, barbed wire or not. I don't like it, but you can bet your sweet bippy, Jerry the King Lawler, Monday night in Memphis, Tennessee, barbed wire or not, I'm going to kill you.
Well, just so you show up down there, Tommy, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Out of you and you go to get it.
All right, just take it on out of here. Yeah, everything's not going his way, and so he gets hot and starts threatening anybody that's standing around. And there, Eddie Marlin wasn't going to mess with him. It's a match that is going to be on the card, Mr. Dave, and that isn't all that's going to be on it.
And a big card. Let's check the whole thing while we're at it. 7:30 is when it all begins, Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Missouri Tiger Jeff Lawler to be in action against the Spellbinder. Reggie B. Fine goes against the Colorado Kid in a single match. It'll be Bart Sawyer against the legend, Tony Falk. Then you got, $1,000 at stake in this one as Doug Basham. Boy, he has really looked good in the area, but he's going against the tough Spellbinder.
He got an upset win over the Spellbinder, and Spellbinder is livid, buddy. I mean livid.
Well, in this one, the Spellbinder says, I can beat him twice in 10 minutes. Well, he has to do it. He's put $1,000 up. $1,000 to the winner, but the Spellbinder will have to beat Doug Basham twice in 10 minutes in order to collect the money. Non-title match, PG-13 will be going against the Eliminators with all the action that you see there, the hubcaps and all of that. And if PG-13 wins, then they're expecting a 5-minute match with Bert Prentice. A non-title match coming up Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. Eliminators are not happy that the titles are not at stake. USWA heavyweight title match, Dream Machine, with Doug Gilbert in the corner. Boy, wouldn't you know it, got to have the second man over there. Going against Brian Christopher, and the USWA heavyweight title is at stake. Dream Machine has the belt. He was out here bragging about it a little bit earlier. Brian would like to have it back. He had that one for a long, long time. Then the main event of the night.
Main event of the match is going to be a barbed wire match, regardless of what Wildfire Tommy Rich says. Jerry the King Lawler, Tommy Rich, going to be in there, and it will keep the likes of Sid Vicious out of the ring and keep Tommy Rich and Jerry Lawler inside the ring. That, my friend, is what you call a major wrestling card. It'll all be at the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night. 7:30 is going to be the bell time, and I know it's one you're going to want to be there to see.
Absolutely. Should be all kind of action. Speaking of which, we got some of that coming up. Brian Christopher scheduled in the ring when we return.
We better take time out and get back for it.
I'd like to introduce you to the most important person here at the Q.
Thank you, Crystal.
Oh, yeah, do mind Frank. No, I'm talking about Peter and his cleaning crew. They keep this place spotless.
It's a fact that when the club looks great, you'll feel better about working out. And just look at the place. We keep everything from the lobby to the locker rooms immaculate. You wouldn't have it any other way, neither would we. Call now, and you can work out at the Q for just $24 a month for 24 months. Don't wait. Call now.
For quick response. For smooth acceleration, turning loose. For a cleaner engine, turning loose. Move up to 93-octane Exxon Supreme and turn the Tiger loose.
Royal is having a summer savings celebration. This is without a doubt the largest bed in Memphis, and it's only at Jolly Royal. A massive solid and veneer pine bed for $9.99. Look at the size of these commons. This is built to last a lifetime. Jolly Royal has the largest selection of sofas in Memphis, starting at $279. Take your pick of style. Our Ball and Claw dining room features an inlay table and 4 double press back chairs for $4.99. Come to the savings celebration at Jolly Royal.
Mr. Lopez, Mr. Flesko, can we sign my ball? Hey, Hobby, can you hear me?
Now at Pizza Hut, get a medium barbecue pizza for just $9.99, and any second medium pizza for just $5 more. Only at Pizza Hut, where you'll find the favorite pizza of these Atlanta Braves.
Well, Dream Machine has been parading around all over with the USWA heavyweight title, and very proud of it. This young man right here, former USWA heavyweight champion, and he'd like to erase the word former from that. He'd like to have the belt again. Here he comes, Brian Christopher. Hello, Brian. We're talking about the match, the fact that the Dream has the title, and you'd love to have it back.
What's up, Dave? You know, you said it all right there, Dave. I would love to have that title back. Everybody's been asking me everywhere I go. You know, ever since I started wrestling, I've been a champion. And I consider that USWA heavyweight title my belt. Because I beat a lot of tough people to become the champion. I beat a lot of tough people in defending that belt. Such names as Tom Pritchard, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Chris Adams, Jeff Jarrett, Doug Gilbert, you know, the list goes on and on. I beat them all. But the Dream Machine currently is wearing my belt around his waist. And you know, normally you're supposed to get a return title defense the week after, the very next week.
Usually that's right.
But the Dream Machine came out and he said that somebody took a baseball bat and they busted him in the ribs and broke 3 of his ribs. Well, Dream Machine, not only do I think, but I know that that's nothing but a lie. You've been lying ever since you took my belt, and that's the only way that he has been able to keep it, because he hadn't defended it. You know, it's been 30 days. He knew that I was going to beat him the very next week and take back my belt, but he came up with this big coward's way out. Well, Dream Machine, the 30 days is up, and that means you've got to put the title on the line this week. And believe me, there's not going to be any running, and there's not going to be any hiding, because when I get my hands on you, and then I'm through with you, you'll be looking at the next USWA heavyweight champion, baby.
I think you fans are understanding exactly what he's saying, and I think a lot of folks will agree that Brian certainly has a better than average chance by a long shot in taking that belt back from the Dream Machine. He's got a match scheduled right now for the official introductions. Here's Corey Macklin.
Thank you, Dave Brown. 1 fall, 10 minutes in time. First introducing 260 pounds from Glen Island, Virginia. Here is Leon Down. And his opponent, 222 pounds from Memphis, Tennessee, too sexy, Brian Christopher. 1 fall, 10 minutes. Kevin Christian is the referee. Back to you, Lance.
Okay, Corey, this should be a good one, and the reason I say that, I have been interestingly impressed with Leon Down.
I have too, and now here's the Dream Machine out here. What are you doing out here?
Winning that belt slim and none. He's out here crying the blues. Man, what he's saying will bring tears to a glass eye. Brian, you're not going to win this belt. There's no way, man.
Well, what he says is true, is that for whatever reason, you have refused to defend the belt, but now the 30 days is up, and you got to put it on the line.
You know my reels were broken. Him and Lawler did take a ball bat on me on Interstate 40 and break both of my reels. I had Mr. Tommy Richard, Doug Gilbert. I've been in bad shape. I would have been on boot stamps like Leo. Now look at him now. Look at him up there. What's sexy about him? You're out here. He acts to me like he's slightly retarded. I mean, look at that. Now, what's so funny about that? If I did that, you would have some smart remarks to say about that, wouldn't you, Lance?
Well, no,
What's wrong with him? He looks like an idiot. What's that mean?
That happens to be a mannerism of his.
Now, look at him. He wants to champion. He wants to take this belt. He got out here and told all of Memphis that he feels like that belt belongs to him, this belt right here. Well, I feel like it belongs to me.
Well, it does right now.
Lawler, why would I be scared of him? He's not going to win the belt Monday night. He's not going to win it Tuesday night. He's never going to win it.
Well, you've been wrestling for a week or 10 days after the so-called rib injury. How come you hadn't defended it against him if you're not scared of it?
You know, I've always wanted to be a commentator. You know, this is really an easy job. Do they pay you for this?
I notice you're not answering the question.
Yeah. Just conveniently skated by that one, Mr. Dream.
You got to answer that. Oh, you want me now? He's out here talking. Oh, big shot. You can't even beat Leon Downs, Mr. Fuchsia. So what are you talking about? You want me?
Leon Downs, Brian Christopher in the middle of a single match here. Referee Kevin Christian and our uninvited guest commentator, the Dream Machine. And a big backdrop. You see him take him up.
You think you can do that to me? You think you can do that to me? Oh. Look at it. See, that shows how stupid he is. He turned his back on Leon down.
Well, it shows why you shouldn't be out here. This man should be able to concentrate on his match.
I'm with you, Dave. I want to spend some time with you. That belt is mine, and I'm leaving it right there. He's not going to win the belt, like I said. You know, his chances are slim and none.
Knee lift from Leon Downs. Takes Brian Christopher on a scoop. Slam right in behind it with a big elbow following behind. Downs got it going right now.
He might not even be able to make it down there Monday night.
Wait, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, it doesn't matter. You just show up.
You got to take a sunrise past Russia. You got to answer for everything, man. You and Rush Limbaugh mind me of each other.
Whipping reversal coming off the ropes. Leapfrog. Brian Christopher.
Was that legal?
Certainly.
Sure it was legal.
Oh, look at him now. He's trying to break bad. Let me tell you something, boy. Just because your breath smells like cheetah, it ain't no sign you Tarzan. Oh, you want me in there?
Leon Downs again coming up, and that's
like Leon's doing a pretty good job, isn't it, huh?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, sure don't. 1, 2, 3. Hook the leg.
All right. Next in line, Dream Machine.
You want it? Come and get it. Hey, your chances. Hey, you want this belt, boy? I did say boy, not Leroy. You think you're tough. I told you just because your breath smell like cheetah. It ain't no sign you Tarzan.
I'll tell you what, Dream Machine did. Watch you come in here right now.
Oh, now see, that shows he's stupid again. He's issuing a challenge to me and knowing that he's here without Jerry Lawler. Now, what does that show?
Hey, don't debate it. Either accept it or don't accept it.
Unlike you, he wrestles 1 against 1.
I don't want to spoil the people's fun Monday night. I want to wait and give you a title shot fair and square. I don't want to run it for anybody. But if you want this belt, that's what I thought you were
Brian Christopher called it down, and look, he turns his back, and that's a cue for the Dream Machine to head flying into the ring. Nails Christopher behind, standing there toe-to-toe, squaring off as the Dream Machine. Tough guy, we don't deny that, but he has to take an advantage of catching from behind, and Christopher caught him straight on with a big right hand.
Doug Gilbert, it's 2 against 1. Somehow you had to know it was going to be an outnumbered situation when Dream Machine jumped in there. Doug Gilbert, obviously watching the situation on monitors in the dressing area, comes flying in here, and now it's Doug and the Dream Machine against Brian Christopher, and the belt's not at stake. This is after a match which Brian had already won against somebody else.
Holding him, it's Doug Gilbert. Dream Machine pitching a shutout as he hammered away with lefts and rights to the midsection. Gilbert now takes his turn, slams the head of Christopher into the top.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at this.
It's even. It's more than even. It's Moondog spot, and boom! The big board busted over the head of the Dream Machine. Brian picks up the garbage can and nails Doug Gilbert with him. Look out, they're coming this way.
Trash cans and building material.
Christopher nails Doug Gilbert with a big old garbage can.
He has just destroyed not only Doug Gilbert, here's Rich. 3 on 2. Swing the odds back. One more time. Look at this. Oh, Gilbert trying to get Christopher. Christopher ducks. Gilbert nails Rich right on the head with a trash can. Moondog Spot holding down the Dream Machine, and who is this?
Scott Bowden jumps Brian Christopher from behind. He handed something to Doug Gilbert on his way out. Doug Gilbert is protecting what? Oh, look out, he's got a bottle. He's
slammed him right straight in the head. Get some of it. Now, it's gone too far out here now. Come on, get these guys. Boy, I tell you what you ought to do is grab that son of a gun right there and head him down to the jailhouse.
Good. Get some help out here for Brian. Wait, stay right there, Brian.
Yeah, busted his head. Caught him right here with it. Come on.
We're not going to hurt him. We get him some help out here. Get him some help out here, Moondog. Hey, that's okay. It's okay, Spot.
Okay, we're going to take time. He's got, cut right on the back, too. But we'll be back.
Robert Mitchum and Joan Collins tear up the screen in this remake of an old classic, The Big Sleep, today at 1 on TV5.
Granny Smith, you're the 5-time winner of the state's best fried chicken.
Yes, it's my marinade.
Would you mind looking at this videotape with us, please? That is you coming out of a church's chicken, isn't it?
This interview is over.
Is this where your award-winning chicken comes from, Granny?
No comment.
Is this why your chicken is so big and juicy? Level with me, Grandma.
For great tasting chicken, do what Granny does. Go to Church's for 12 big pieces of juicy marinated chicken, legs and thighs, and 3 ears of corn for just $9.99. Church's. Gotta love it.
The Great Western Boot Company is celebrating the grand opening of the Mid-South's largest Western store. You'll find over 10,000 pairs of boots from America's most famous boot makers. Men's snake boots from Dingo and Laredo. Plus, you'll find a great selection of men's and women's authentic Western wear, including all the latest fashions. Don't miss our half-price back room and great savings throughout the Mid-South's largest Western store. The Great Western Boot Company in American Way Plaza, across from the Mall of Memphis.
Today, 10 to 10, it's Sizzle. Fleming's Summer Sizzler Sidewalk sale has red-hot perks about. Save up to 75% off. Fleming's on Summer Improved them all. This sale's red hot.
Sometimes the simplest things are the most frustrating.
I feel frustrated because all these other people can get in. They can walk up these steps and go through elevators, and I can't do that, and that makes me feel left out.
There's a new law that will help end these frustrations and open wider doors for 43 million Americans with a disability. For more information, write us, the Paralyzed Veterans of America.
National Night Out is set for Tuesday, August 2nd from 7 to 10 p.m. Turn on your outside lights and spend the evening with neighbors and law enforcement.
Call 726-6912 and give Crime and Drugs a going-away party.
All right. Well, that's a situation here with Scott Bowden. There again, it's that outnumbered situation, and now they got Scott Bowden out here, passes a Coke bottle to Doug Gilbert, who then comes over and kneels Brian Christopher.
We hadn't seen him around for a while, and it was nice that way.
Yeah.
Scott Bowden talking about comes back and takes that bottle and crams it right down on his head.
Meanwhile,
yeah,
steel pipe was entered into a match here a few days ago, too, as Koko B. Ware was going against Reggie B. Fine.
Yeah, let's take a look. You remember that match that Koko and Reggie had stolen Frankie and all of this? Koko had all he was going to have. I don't know that I'd approve of this way of settling things, but it was one way. Take a look at this.
He stole the bird, but Koko has absolutely lost his mind. Choking him. He made strong comments to Reggie that he better bring the bird, and we need some help out here. And he has that pipe around the throat. Oh, my goodness, we need help. The referee, Kevin Fiction, pulled off a desperate situation. He's pulling him off, trying to get Koko, who had that pipe wrapped around the throat of Reggie B. Fine. Here at the Mid-South Coliseum, the referee has finally caught himself. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it turned out to be a very nasty situation, as a matter of fact. And, you know, we don't condone it, but by the same token, I can't say that when you have something, a pet that has been with Koko as long as Frankie has, and what Reggie did in there, we don't condone it. I'm not saying that you come out there with that look on your face in there. I'm not condoning iron pipes or anything else. As a matter of fact, they ended up suspending Koko B. Ware, and you won't see him out here today, that's for a fact. But you're the one that aggravated it by taking Frankie out of it.
You know what, man? I used to like you, man. I used to like you, but you like Koko. That fool tried to kill me, man.
Hey, I tell you, I wasn't approving of using an iron pipe or anything like that, but you're the one that started the whole thing off by taking Frankie away.
Hey, man, let me tell you one thing, man. I don't want him suspended, Lance Russell. Tell that to mine. I'm the one mad now. You know what? That fool who stole my coat, man. The fool who stole Superfly. Superfly is missing.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about him being around because he was suspended after
I want him lifted. Hey, boy, it ain't over with, Koko. I don't care where you at, punk. You can be up in New York. You can be in Stutterfield. I don't care where you at. I want him Monday night, man. It ain't over with yet, brother. You don't do me like, you don't try to kill me, man. I ain't no punk.
You asking for more, huh?
I want that punk right now. You need to go get him. Right now. Go get him right now.
No, I can't go get him. He's suspended. Good night.
What, if it weren't for the Eliminators last week, that fool would have killed me, man.
Well, they did come in Johnny on the spot, as a matter of fact, but you were in bad shape and headed into worse.
I'm so glad.
Saturn and Kronos, the Eliminators.
Hey, PG-13, listen, we're going to give you a chance, you little runt. Big Boy was bigger than you on the day he was born. We're going to give you a chance to get away from the beating of your life, because the next time we see you, you're going to the hospital. You can bring them belts out here today and give them back to us, and we'll let you live. Otherwise, we're going to put a hurt on you that ain't nothing going to get you on.
Well, I can tell you what you did today, taking that trophy and pounding it, breaking it up, and then trying to cram it right down the back of his neck and right on his throat.
What we did today, Lance, was just the beginning. Hard times in the land of plenty for PG-13. That's what it is.
Why don't you try it in wrestling instead of trying to kill somebody?
Well, talk to me about wrestling. I've been hit with hubcaps, salt thrown in my eyes for this redneck promotion. Got favoritism for these little geeks. Together they weigh 150 pounds.
Okay, you got a match up there right now. Why don't you get to it?
Koko is dead.
Let's go up to Corey. Look out.
Now, Corey's got to get out of there. As the Eliminators jump their opponents, Tracey, Mooney, and Eddie Gibbons. Oh, my goodness, look at that. Those guys, they are tough, they are rugged. They're also mean.
I mean, double on me, and these guys, I tell you, it just seems to have escalated. The action has just gotten totally out of hand with guys like these Eliminators, and they're in there now, pounding away. They're
working on Mooney and Gibbons, and it looks like a long day already for Gibbons and Mooney as the Eliminators are just keeping things tied up.
Ooh, double shoulder, and it doesn't take but one of those shoulders of Kronos or Saturn in order to put a man down. They ended up doubling on him. And look at here. Whoa. Wow. What do you think for a guy that big, Dave?
I know. That's what is so disgusting to have guys with this kind of talent and come in with the actions and the attitude that they have. And maybe it's some of the people they hang out with. I'm thinking Bert Prentice and others that they might have learned some of that from. As a joke, he doesn't need to do that, for heaven's sake. He's just trying to hurt somebody. He is probably also trying to send a message to PG-13.
They got their nose out of joint with PG-13 when those, a drop kick by Saturn while he was being held up. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be it. I got to tell you, while not condoned, an impressive win for the Eliminators, and these guys, you better believe you haven't heard all there is to hear about them, because they've got a lot of it going. Hey, he spikes him on a pile driver. I'd take that away from it, a win away from it, and everything else. Illegal move, among other things, inside the ring.
That close to disqualification. If he had made another move, the referee might have taken the match away from him. Gibbons and Mooney head on out of here, though, as the Eliminators finally head for the dressing room.
You called it right. They're sending out a message to PG-13. PG-13 somehow doesn't hear messages like that. They may be ready to get back at it. Okay, we got more. We'll be back with it in just a moment.
Excuse me, when was the salad made?
What day is today?
At Wendy's, we think salads should be made fresh all day, every day. It's what makes Wendy's fresh salads the best in the business. Like our 99-cent Caesar side salad with freshly trimmed romaine, parmesan, bacon, and Caesar dressing. Just one of the salads we make fresh all day long on our 99-cent super value menu.
At Wendy's, you don't pay more, you just get more.
Red Tronic, there's a deal you want to hear. It's
extra hot stereos at cool prices just in time for summer. This JVC portable CD player lets you take the sound with you for just $8.99 a week. Or crank it up with this JVC boombox for just $11.99 a week. But if you're looking for window cracking power, 200 watts plus, check out these house-shaking monsters from Kenwood, Pioneer, JVC, and Fisher. We call them our Victor series, and they're ready to bring down the house. Rent one now, and we'll give you a pair of earplugs for your neighbors.
You want to know the secret to choosing a motor oil? You wait till the sun goes down. You take a ride to your local garage, and then get a real close look at what the mechanic puts into his own car. Fact is, more top mechanics in America choose Valvoline over any other brand. Valvoline can help keep cars on the road for 100, 200, 300,000 miles and more. So before you buy a motor oil for your car, know the one more top mechanics put into theirs. People who know use Valvoline.
Hi, I'd like to introduce you to the most important person here at the Q.
Thank you, Crystal.
Oh, yeah, dream on, Frank. No, I'm talking about Peter and his cleaning crew. They keep this place spotless.
It's a fact that when the club looks great, you'll feel better about working out. And just look at the place. We keep everything from the lobby to the locker room immaculate. You wouldn't have it any other way, neither would we. Call now, and you can work out at the Q for just $24 a month for 24 months. Don't wait. Call now.
Nobody saves you more on a truck or van than Graceland does, because nobody else can, and I'm just the gal to prove it to you. Take a look at this. This 94 Dodge Caravan is only $224 a month. And hey, this great-looking 94 Dakota is only $185 a month. And Dodge Rams, have we got them? Lots of them. And every single one has been drastically discounted. Nobody sells Rams for less than us. Come on out to the giant, Graceland Dodge. We're just a few minutes from everywhere. See? Told I could prove it.
Jolly Royal is having a summer savings celebration. This is without a doubt the largest bed in Memphis, and it's only at Jolly Royal. A massive solid and veneer pine bed for $9.99. Look at the size of these commons. This is built to last a lifetime. Jolly Royal has the largest selection of sofas in Memphis, starting at $279. Take your pick of style. Our Ball and Claw dining room features an inlay table and 4 double press-back chairs for $4.99. Come to the savings celebration at Jolly Royal.
Red, White, and Boots, today at 11:30 on TV5.
In a moment, we'll check on Brian Christopher, make sure he's okay back there. I want to tell you about USWA Championship Wrestling on Tour, beginning tonight. That's right, tonight, Moscow, Tennessee, at the LaGrange Moscow Elementary School. You see the card there? The Birdman, Koko B. Ware in Moscow tonight. He's scheduled to be there. I don't know the word if Koko is still going to be there, not due to the suspension, but he is scheduled to be in Moscow, Tennessee tonight. There at the elementary school, along with King Cobra, Ken Wayne, Reggie B. Fine scheduled to be there as well, Spike Huber, and many, many more. Colorado Kid ladies match all in Moscow, Tennessee, as USWA hits the road tonight, 8 o'clock at the LaGrange Moscow Elementary School, 8 p.m. is bell time tonight. And wrestling in Blytheville, Arkansas, coming up Friday, July 15th, 8 p.m. in Blytheville, Arkansas. National Guard Armory on Division Street. It's been over a couple of months since the USWA has been in Blytheville, back and forth. Coming up Friday night, the King, Jerry Lawler, will be in Blytheville, Arkansas. PG-13, Brian Christopher, also Wildfire, Tommy Rich, Dangerous Doc Gilbert, all scheduled to be in Blytheville, Arkansas. A big night of wrestling in Blytheville, Friday, July 15th, 8 o'clock at the Armory there. Friday, July 22nd, 8 p.m. bell time, Westport, Mississippi, there to Mary Holmes College. You'll see King Cobra on that card. Tony Williams, ladies match. Masters Tara as well. Many, many more. Ken Wayne, all in Westport, Mississippi. Friday, July 22nd, 8 p.m. bell time. And coming soon, USWA Championship Wrestling in Jonesboro, Arkansas, El Bell Community Center, and in Lepanto, Arkansas, there at the East County High School. That is USWA Championship Wrestling on Tour. Nothing like being there, seeing it live when it comes to your hometown. Speaking of seeing it live, don't forget about Monday night, Mid-South Coliseum. Boy, it's going to be a well of a night. Barbed wire match. Jerry the King Lawler, Wildfire, Tommy Rich fighting it out in there Monday night at the Coliseum. Want to get your tickets early so you can be right down there for more USWA Championship Wrestling action. I understand that Brian Christopher is headed this way. I saw him at, Brian, want to say something here? Here we go. Watch, Brian. Corey,
What I want to do is I want to get Eddie Marlin out here right now. Eddie, you back in the back. Listen. You okay? Come on out here, Eddie Marlin.
Eddie Marlin, is Eddie? Eddie's watching us. Want to get Eddie out here.
Here he comes.
Here he is. Eddie.
Mr. Marlin, now I hadn't asked you for much, but there's one thing that I want, and there's one thing I better get. This coming Monday night, what I want you to do is I want you to add a match. I want you to add a match, put that Joe Gilbert in there, put that Tommy Rich in there, and put the Dream Machine in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the phone, and I'm going to call a manager, and I'm going to get another Moondog, and I'm going to bring this Moondog with me and put me in there. Let's make it 3-on-3. Can you do that for me? Can you add that match? 3-on-3. Anything goes. A Moondog match. Anything goes. Say what?
Listen, when you say a Moondog match, you know that's a very dangerous match, because anything can go. You hit the head with boards.
That's what I want.
That's what you want, brother. It's fine with me.
You heard him. So I got it this Monday night.
Add the match.
Let's add the match. Boys, Doug Gilbert, Rich, Machine, you want to bring a couple of bottles out here and bust it over my head? You put my elbow, put my back, busted my head wide open. Well, I'm telling you one thing. When you got two Moondogs in there, and then you got Brian Christopher alongside of them, Moondog rules. Anything goes. We'll bring the bottles. We'll bring the boards. We'll bring the trash cans. Boys, you're going to be ours. It's going to be payback time.
Well, you heard it from Brian Christopher. Yeah, Brian gets hey, come on. Let's take a break. We'll be back. More wrestling action. Take a break. We'll be back. Later.
If you're driving along thinking you have the best car insurance for your money, you probably have Allstate. If not, wait just a minute. Have your Allstate agent check out your coverage and maybe save you some money. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hello, I'm Gene Davis, your Allstate Neighborhood Exclusive Agent. I know what it means to depend on someone and to have someone to depend on you. The true test of an insurance agent is whether or not you can depend on him. Just call. I won't let you down. You'll never know how protected you are until you need me.
Macho, the competition, they think they can beat our best deal.
With Country Ford's low prices, they got to ask themselves, do they feel lucky?
Choose from the best selection in the area of brand new 94 Ford cars, trucks, and vans. From the great selection of used and program vehicles. Hurry in now. Everything's cheaper in the country. Come to Country Ford today.
Country Ford.
Where $100 says we'll beat your best deal regardless. I told you smoking's bad for you.
Mr. Lopez, Mr. Fusco, can we summer ball? Hey, Hobby, can you hear me?
Now at Pizza Hut, get a medium barbecue pizza for just $9.99, and any second medium pizza for just $5 more. Only at Pizza Hut, where you'll find the favorite pizza of these Atlanta Braves.
A lesson in sign language. Cherry was caught in a pick or a scratch. Which was it?
I did not pick. There was no pick.
Seinfeld.
I am not an animal.
Robert Mitchum and Joan Collins tear up the screen in this remake of an old classic, The Big Sleep, today at 1 on TV5.
Hey, do a little weather bulletin here.
Yeah, boy, that's... looks like bad news. What is that?
Yeah, there's a cold front in the area right now. We've been talking about the last couple of days, and there's several reports of funnel clouds being received from around St. Francis County, Arkansas, in the last hour or so. National Weather Service has put out a statement. There's no tornado warning, but what will happen? A lot of times we have them in the wintertime called cold air funnels, and I think this is a situation where the air aloft is so cold the air starts to spin. Generally, these things do not touch down. It is not impossible that one would, but anyway, some, for lack of a better term, cold air funnels reported over St. Francis County, Arkansas. Weather Service is watching the situation, but at this point there are no warnings, and there's no watch in effect for the Mid-South.
Man, that new equipment and all that you all are using is unbelievable.
Yeah.
The stuff it can detect.
And of course, we have our Insta-Alert 5, so if there is a warning issued, it'll be on the air instantly. You'll know it as soon as it's issued. So.
Good to know. By golly, we got a warning for you. Look out Monday night, because We just had one more bout added to that card, and it is going to be a sensational night of action. If that's the kind of action you like, you got it, my friend. 7:30 is the bell time. That's going to be at the Mid-South Coliseum, opening up with Jeff Gaylord and the Spellbinder. That right off the bat is going to be a doggone good card match in itself. Reggie B. Fine against the Colorado Kid, Bart, Sawyer, and Tony Falk, and then an extra special one that Spellbinder is going to be involved in.
Yeah, Spellbinder surprised by Doug Basham. I think most Mid-South fans were pleasantly surprised as Doug Basham came into the area and saw how he handled himself. And now the Spellbinder says, hey, I can beat him twice in 10 minutes. Well, there's $1,000 at stake. In order to win it, Spellbinder will have to beat him twice in 10 minutes.
Yeah, good luck on that one. And then will come a non-title bout that'll have PG-13 going against the Eliminators, and this match was scheduled in before today's action. And after what the Eliminators did to PG-13 out here, busting up their very, very proud Wings trophy that indicated that they had just won the bout against the Masters of the Orient, PG-13 is going to be looking for them, and if they do, they're going to get 5 minutes with Bert Prentice. I think what they really would like to do is line up the Eliminators and get 5 minutes with hubcaps on their heads.
Yeah, I think Bert Prentice may have been the focus until what happened today with the Eliminators, but now I think they just want to beat up the Eliminators as in this non-title match. USWA heavyweight title as the Dream Machine with Doug Gilbert over in the corner. I don't like that at all. We'll be going against Brian Christopher. Brian has had a rough day here today. His heavyweight title is something that he considers his. He had the belt for so long, he would like to get the title back from the Dream Machine.
One that Wildfire Tommy Rich is not all that crazy about is a match with Jerry the King Lawler. He likes that part of it, but the stipulation is the ring will be enclosed in barbed wire, and that means that somebody is going to have to take very good care. In addition to that, there is an added. What is your problem?
What is your problem? What's Eddie Marlin's problem? What's all these people's problem?
You want to be in there with Lawler, be in there with a barbed wire. Dave, take it. I'm getting
Yes, indeed. You got the barbed wire coming up in one of those matches, and you also got the added match. All three of you are going to come back, and what's Scott Bowden doing here to go against
none of your business, Brian Christopher. You're mad. You're going to bring in a third Moondog, a second Moondog. It don't matter. We got beer bottles. We got chains. We got tears. It don't matter. We got garbage cans. You think you're bloody now, Brian? You won't be bloody nothing what you are Monday night. Right, Dangerous Doug? You got another bottle, brother?
You know what, Dave Brown? Everybody talks about pain. Well, see, you've never been introduced to pain. I'm the pain master. I might have 5 bottles. I might have 10 bottles. But when they hit your head and you go to this floor and blood starts rolling, none of these fans can say, go, Brian, go, and you hop up. Because you're not Superman and you don't mess with Dangerous Doug. You go get 10 Moondogs. What I have put together is the most awesome, dangerous team in professional wrestling. And when I get through with you, Brian Christopher, I'm going to unleash wildfire on you and tell him, Tommy, after the bottle, what's going to happen. You know what it amounts to, Dave Brown? The big conspiracy, Eddie Marlin. You, Randy Ham, Dave Brown, Les Russell, all these stinking rednecks out here. Y'all trying to get us in a match to get us hurt. Well, Monday night in Memphis, all I got to say, Eddie Marlin, USWA, whatever happens at the Coliseum, USWA and all these stinking rednecks have brought it all on yourself. Monday night, the Moondogs, Brian Christopher, Jerry the King Lawler, you're ever one going out in the stinking pine box. And remember, Dave Brown, the 2 words that count. Anything goes. And just remember, Dave Brown, we are going to finish the job this week, Monday night. I promise you.
Anything goes for either team, Scott Bowden.
Have you missed me, Dave Brown?
And it's been a very happy miss, let me tell you.
Sick to my stomach. I was sitting at home hurt, and you and Lance Russell were grinning from ear to ear. I thought Lance's false teeth were going to flop out. He was grinning so big. Let me tell you something, Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler. I'm like a bad pimple that won't go away. I'm sure Brian Christopher knows what I'm talking about with all that acne all over his face. Let me tell you something, Brian Christopher. Look, he got blood on my shirt. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. But let me tell you something, Brian Christopher. You're going to be so bloody, so hurt Monday night. This is going to be like a picnic compared to Monday night. You can't pin this man if he was lying in a coma. He's going to teach you a lesson in pain Monday night.
Well, we'll find out. Remember, it's anything goes for either team. Monday at the Coliseum. We'll be back.
It's the Pioneer Premier Power Jam going on now at Auto Radio, the Mid-South's exclusive dealer of the Pioneer Premier line. Check out these 6 and 12-disc CD changers with wireless remote. They're smaller in size and on sale now. See all the hottest new audio equipment on the market from Pioneer Premier during the Power Jam going on now at Auto Radio. Both locations, Winchester at Mendenhall and Covington Pike.
Auto Radio.
For quick response. For smooth acceleration. Turn him loose. For a cleaner engine. Turn him loose. Move up to 93-octane Exxon Supreme and turn the Tiger loose.
At the end of the day, more top mechanics in America choose one motor oil over any other brand to help keep their own cars running longer. Valvoline motor oil. People who know use Valvoline.
What you get when you cross a high-quality conventional motor oil with an advanced formula synthetic, a revolutionary new oil that protects better than regular oils, yet costs 40% less than full synthetics. DuraBlend from Valvoline. People who know use Valvoline.
Today, 10 to 10, it sizzles. Fleming's Summer Sizzler Sidewalk sale has red-hot first buys. Save up to 75% off. Fleming's on Summer and Perimeter Mall. This sale's red hot.
I'm a wheel walker.
Weekdays at 6:30 on WMC TV5.
Tuesday, 2 Johns, no waiting. Wow, it's more fun than a room full of clowns. It's the Joe John. 1 hour live at NBC Tuesday. It's the Joe John.
PG-13 out here, and guys, the only thing I can tell you is I'm sorry, but that didn't do a whole lot of good to restore a very coveted trophy that you won for winning the Wings title, Wolfie.
Lance, I tell you, things are going a little too far. They're destroying things that mean something to us. They're not hurting us physically. Well, I take that back. They are hurting us physically. But now they're trying to take away all the things that we worked hard for. We had 2 titles here. Probably the biggest point in our career was right here and now. And they destroy this. How's it going to look on PG-13 now when the Japanese office calls and say, are we ready to defend these titles? And then we have to explain to them that, well, we don't have it anymore.
Maybe you can beat up on the Eliminators and mount them on a thing and send that trophy over
Lance
there.
Russell?
JC.
I'm really ticked off right now, but I tell you, I think all these people right here know. I think Dave Brown knows. I think you know. But Eliminators, I don't think you know, boys. And I'm fixing to tell you. For 15 years, man, you want to talk about little and small and runts and how big your arms are? Let me tell you something, man. For 15 years, a guy about this tall, 5'7", 207 pounds, came out on this television every single week and put up with big, muscle-headed clowns like you. But for 15 years, every week, he was right back here, whether he got it all or he gave it all. And the man I'm talking about, boys, is Bill Superstar Dundee. And see, what you don't know is J.C. Ice and Wolfie D grew up running the streets running wild. But believe me, we got TV and we watched wrestling. And we watched Bill Dundee beat up the big men like Joe LeDuc, like the Moondogs, the Randy Savages, the Hulk Hogan. The list goes on and on, because when you're Bill Dundee, you're the smallest man in the wrestling world. Well, now, I'm going to tell you something, boys. J.C. Ice, his real name is Jamie Dundee. And let me tell you something. When you get up in a Dundee space and you start making fun of how little we are, Let me tell you something. Whoopie D wasn't born a Dundee, but he was raised a Dundee, pal, because he grew up with me. And me and him used to beat up all the big kids in the neighborhood. And see, the good Lord just forgot to tell Bill Dundee and PG-13 that we weren't 6'8", 335 pounds. So this week, boys, from the bottom of my heart, I don't care if titles are online, $10,000, $1 million. This is personal now, boys, because you're making fun of me and my family when you talk about little. And I'll be darned if any son of superstar Bill Dundee is going to let two clowns like you walk into this company and try to take away what we've built for 15 years, and that's a reputation of being small but being bad. So I'll see you this week, boys.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He told it just exactly the way it is. And Eliminator is just a word to the wise. And I'm not saying you're wise, but if you are wise at all, you listen to what he's saying out there. Look out for these guys. They're a long way from being done. Corey, we got action coming up.
You are definitely right about that, Lance. It is to the expiration of our time, too. Right here today on USWA Championship Wrestling Tag Team Action, making their way to the ring area at a combined weight 535 pounds. There is the new Spellbinder. And his partner from every woman's dream, Reggie B5. Their opponents at a combined weight 440 pounds. First introducing from Louisville, Kentucky, the All-American Doug Basham. And his partner from Portland, Oregon at 225 pounds, Bart Sawyer. One fall to the expiration of our time here on USWA Championship Wrestling. Back to Lance Russell, Dave Brown.
I hadn't appreciated it before. I just realized that shirt that Reggie has on in there, Dave. No, or had on, yeah.
This guy is something else and has himself introduced as being from every woman's dream. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Hey, last week, I believe it was, we saw Doug Basham for the first time. We were mightily impressed with him. He is from up around the Louisville, Kentucky area. He is related to Danny Davis, and I think most of the wrestling fans know the Nightmare, Danny Davis, and we were very impressed with his first match right here on television.
He has looked mighty good. He's got himself a good partner here today, too, and Bart Sawyer. I think longtime USWA fans will remember Bart. He's a former champion out of the Pacific Northwest who has been in the USWA before. We're glad to have him back here today. And as a partner with the All-American, they could turn out to be a great tag team. Let's watch them work.
Spellbinder has had a match with Doug Basham, and I think he really kind of took him lightly because the Spellbinder, a big, muscular guy, went in there with Basham, whose main ingredient is speed and guts, and he upset the Spellbinder. The Spellbinder hadn't gotten over that one that day.
Yeah, I know he's upset about it, but the Spellbinder has sort of a deliberate style of wrestling.
Yes, he does.
Somebody like Basham, who's quick like he is, boy, he can really take advantage of that, and obviously he did.
That's a good point. Very good point, and that's interesting how styles sometimes will make the match, and things that you don't think can happen do happen. It is just a situation like PG-13 and the Eliminators. The Eliminators make all the fun about how little PG-13 is, but here's a cover one, and Reggie kicks him out at the count of one. And a big tip-out from Doug Basham. Eliminators make fun of how small they are, but you see who's got the belt around their waist.
Yep, that's exactly right. Tell you, Reggie has got to be feeling a little sad right about now. He ran into Koko Ware, and as you pointed out, Koko used a pipe, which we don't like. But anyway, it slowed Reggie down a bit. I don't know how much, but he doesn't seem to have the same cockiness that he normally does.
Boy, look at that. Okay, time is up, Dave. We don't have...
Okay, yeah, this is an expiration of time match.
Call it. Time's up. We're out of time, Kevin. Yeah. Nope. Hey.
We got to take a break. We'll be back.